Today, Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited joins the elite list of record holders, bringing pride not only to their organization but also to the entire industry. This award is being presented to Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited for achieving a phenomenal feat. The largest supply of sandwich roof PUF puff panels in a single instance. 1.20 square feet delivered within just 24 hours. That is really a wonderful thing. I request a huge round of applause from all of you. And also, the fastest erection of a pre-engineered building of 1.2 square feet completed in a record-breaking time of just 110 hours. So that is really a wonderful thing once again. The fastest erection of a pre-engineered building of 1,20,000 square feet completed in a record-breaking time of just 110 hours. That is really wonderful. So ee ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅನ್ಸಿದೆ? ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ CCTV ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಸಹ CCTV ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸನ್ನು ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ವಿತಿನ್ 110 ಅವರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋಂಥ ಹೆಗ್ಗಳಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited out. A huge round of applause to Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ can I request all of you to please stand up, like from all the Mount Roofing team, and also yes, Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited na team ಅವರು. Can I request all of you to please kindly stand up for a while, and I request each one of you to please just give a tap on your colleague shoulder and say shabash. All right, that's really wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to each one of you. And this is such an inspiration to many of the construction industries in the area, in the world, I can say. Thank you so much for your phenomenal work. Thank you. ರೂಫಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಏನದು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಜ ಇದು ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ದ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ವಿಚ್ ರೂಫ್ ಪಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1,20,000 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಫೀಟ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 24 hours. A huge round of applause please, ladies and gentlemen. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ the fastest erection of a pre-engineered building of 1,20,000 square feet in a record-breaking time of 64 hours. Congratulations, and that is such a mind-blowing record by one of the wonderful company, that is Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited. So ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ I would like to request Shri Manjunath Reddy sir to please come forward to address the gathering.
It's a part of the success story that Mount Roofing Structure has built 1,20,000 square feet of PEB construction area within 64 hours, which is really making a milestone, and this is a benchmark for the state, to bring that more investors and the promoters coming into Karnataka, that what kind of technology we are building and how we can able to accelerate the industry for coming into commercial production and announce that employment power in the state. So at the same time, the being a Dash, so we also committed to for the fast track construction, and just we got 8 months back that land allotment from the Karnataka state government. And so our target that we, within 1 year of down the line we need to finish the entire construction and we need to start the commercial production. So in this premises, sir, we committed about 2,000 employment in Sira, and recently we signed one more project for 1,400 crores investment in the same premises, which is increasing another 3,500 employment in the state. So thank you so much for always Karnataka state government is supporting for young entrepreneurs, to become, to come up with, new ideas, new technology. And this event is always it's giving a benchmark and remarkable milestone for the world. So that's what, we are here today, the world record from the London. So it is earlier I heard from Sher Singh, the previous record was 150 hours, which they built up of 150,000 square feet of the same roof. But when Sher Singh came said that I want to do something, better than others in these premises, then I said, please go ahead. Then what are you going to do that? Then, sir, I want to do the Guinness record. Then I asked that, how? Sir, I have something planned. I'm going to execute that. Just you give me permission that, how I'm going to execute. So that's the person that, the Sher Singh that, so dedicated. And to be, today that, is receiving this award, I'm sure, so pleasure. Yeah. So I wish you all the best. And so this is just beginning, Sher Singh, that definitely that, you're going to do something much better than this in the future. And you'll be inspiration for the young generation. And definitely that we'll also learn and definitely that, all the MNC companies and, FDAs, it will come to the Karnataka directly with this, Guinness Award.
Being a consultant to Mount, sir, I just want to bring it to the audience as Honorable Minister. If I have to construct something in 20 days in normal course of action, and I say that I'll construct it in 64 hours, so everyone will be surprised and tense, because end of the day, the bill is going to be the same, right? And the structure is something which they are going to do. So we would like to thank Mr. Manjunath Reddy to believe on us, right, and see that, and their project managers were surprised on the speed these people are doing. So I would like to thank you also, sir.
Now it's time to welcome our dignitaries once again on behalf of World Book of Records, London. So yes, firstly, we would like to welcome our chief guest, Shri M.B. Patil, sir, our Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries and Infrastructure Development, Government of India. A huge round of applause, and let's welcome Shri M.B. Patil, sir, with a bouquet. Roofing and Structures would like to welcome all of our dignitaries and all of you as well. Thank you so much to each one of you for joining us. And yes, with the traditional safa, we are welcoming our dignitaries who are on the stage. And Structures Private Limited, with a traditional safa, we are welcoming our dignitaries. And yes, Umaid Singh sir, the founder of Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited, and Sher Singh sir, Mount Roofing and Structure Private Limited MD. Thank you so much to all of you, and also to Mr. Rohan sir. Namma Mount Roofing ಮತ್ತು Structures Private Limited ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ to the complete team. Guest of honor ನಮ್ಮ ಭರತ್ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಾರ್ಡಿನ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. With a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Shri Bharat Bommai sir.
I think it is a tremendous achievement, and the fact of the matter is that I'm standing in front of all of you, and the opportunity given to me for this world record, I think I feel that I am blessed to be a part of this function. I think the minister will agree with me for the fact that Karnataka is the best place for industries. Aerospace, we have a separate R&D policy. We have separate EV policy. In fact, we were the first state to have an R&D policy. We are in sectors of automotive products. We are in the sector of textiles. You name it, pharmaceuticals. So Karnataka is the best place to be a part of country's growth. And I think soon we'll be reaching $1 trillion as a single state economy, which will contribute towards the goal set by our Honorable Prime Minister of reaching $5 trillion. So imagine 1/5 of the contribution will be coming from Karnataka. So this is the best place to be in. I just like to quote one example, which is kind of, I feel, is correlated to the achievement done today. I think we all remember the COVID times. I think half of us have forgotten that COVID existed because, people's memory is short. Having said that, but the logistic effort that was done during that time, 2.5 years, of delivering more than 130 crore vaccinations to the entire population, I think that is one of the reasons why logistics today, when you look at the video, if you have to do 64 hours, if you have to construct 120,000 square feet, logistics becomes a challenge. And I think that has helped, the COVID time where the logistic management of logistics in our country improved and took a leapfrog. That has helped in ensuring that the construction has happened in 64 hours. It's also an eye-opener for me also as an industrialist because, all this time I've been an industrialist, but recently I've taken a plunge into politics. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮಂಥ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾರೋ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇರೋದು 4 ತಿಂಗಳು 6 ತಿಂಗಳೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. So it's an eye opener for a youngster like me because I'm coming up with a couple of more factories, expansion is happening. And looking at the achievement here of constructing a PEB structure in 64 hours, I think I'll take inspiration from the effort that all of you guys have done, Dash in association with Mount, and ensure that, even my factories are constructed in this small period of time because end of the day, time is money. So the more faster we do, the more faster the economic activities take place. So, we should ensure that the competition from other states is also taken care. And also the next biggest competition for us is China. Now, I think over a period of time in the last 10-15 years, access of capital has been there. But where I see a difference between China and India is the cost of capital. The cost of capital in India is where the difference in competition between India and China is. It's not about the product, it's not about the quality of the product, it's not about the cycle time of the product. It is just that the land costs, the interest costs from the banks. So it is a effort of both the central government and the state government to come together. I know a lot of policies are coming with MSME schemes and all coming out, but I still feel that there is still more room for improvement. The moment these costs come down, trust me, we as industrialists will be competing against China, and our export potential will double in the next 5 years. So with that note, I'd like to conclude and formally congratulate the entire team of Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited on this tremendous world record. And I also hear that the official certificate will be given in the Parliament in London. So congratulations to all of you and all the very best.
World Book of Records. On behalf of World Book of Records, it's a great honor to recognize Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited for their extraordinary achievement in the large supply of sandwich panels in a single instance and faster selection of pre-engineering building, and that too in 64 hours. Today, I am delighted to ask the Minister to present this certificate in recognition of this outstanding accomplishment, and the official record certificate will be formally conferred in the prestigious ceremony at the British Parliament, London, with a fitting honor for this groundbreaking achievement. This milestone reflects the dedication, innovation, and engineering excellence of Mount Roofing Structures and serves as an inspiration to the entire industry.
Mount Roofing and Structures Private Limited on behalf of World Book of Records, London. So here we are presenting the provisional certificate of panels within 24 hours and the fastest erection of a 120,000 square feet pre-engineered.
I once again congratulate for achieving this extraordinary milestone and entering the World Book of Records in constructing 1.2 lakh square feet of pre-engineered building in just 64 hours. And that too, I'm equally proud that it's been done in Karnataka in our KIDB industrial estate in Siratumkur. This record-breaking feat, recognized by the World Book of Records, UK, is a testament to the dedication, innovation, and engineering excellence of the company. Their success serves as an inspiration for future industrial projects in Karnataka and beyond, as rightly put forth by my young friend Bharat Bommai. And Karnataka, the government, particularly the Industries Department, and as the Minister of Industries, will be looking forward to have a collaboration, because it's very important, you know, as Bharat Bommai mentioned, it's, time is money. So a lot of, as Karnataka, as you all know, we are a global state. Of course, we are the IT capital, we are the Silicon Valley of India. Not only that, but a lot many people think only we are the IT capital, we are the Silicon Valley of India. We are number one in the SDM. We're also the startup capital. And if you take aerospace and defense, 65% of the country's contribution comes from Karnataka, and globally we are number 3 ecosystem in the world. It's much more like we are number one in machine tools. Of course, in automotive we are in the 4th position. And with the recently held Global Investors Meet, we had a very meaningful Global Investors Meet, because lot many industrial investment meets happen now. Earlier it was only Karnataka, Maharashtra and Gujarat. Now every state has a Global Investors Meet, rightfully. But this time our theme was reimagining growth. Because, you know, a lot of disruptions happen with AI coming into force, right from a smartphone to heavy machinery. Everywhere artificial intelligence and robots play their role. It's going to be a very different kind of a growth. At the same time, when you see the mobility sector, all these diesel engines, petrol engines are now to be taken over by electric vehicles and green hydrogen. Of course, maybe some in between we might have some strong hybrids also. So that's why we said in the Global Investors Meet is reimagining growth, which is tech-driven, which is green, which is inclusive, and more importantly, it is resilient. That's what we, Karnataka, wants to set a different roadmap for our state, which was widely appreciated by when the Greece Prime Minister, former Greece Prime Minister was there on the investors meet. He said, you know, the theme of the roadmap of Karnataka is what the world demands now. And of course, the World Economic Forum also has, is also thinking on the same line, and we do have their policies and their thinking also on the same lines. So Karnataka, we're a very progressive state, with now coming up with a new industrial policy. In the new industrial policy, we have got a flexible incentives, either the production-linked incentives or the capital-based. We can choose between either of them. We have now giving incentives for employment and more incentives for women employment. And again, another big thing thinking into the future, we are giving for the sustainable practices and for the green manufacturing, we are giving incentives to that also. So with the earlier we had a we are the first to bring the EV policy. Now we have changed it to clean mobility, because we've been getting into all the supply chain, into the batteries and all other things, So Karnataka, now we want to lead, and shortly we are going to have a brainstorming session, and preparations are on. Yesterday also had a meeting with Mr. Arvind Beldigeri from ECAS, who's a first generation entrepreneur, who's doing a great job with a private park in Belgaum, the aerospace park, being a supplier to all major Airbus, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, then all other airline companies. At the same time, he's come up with a toy park in Koppal, and he's got also FMCG park in Dharwad, Hubli now. So we were thinking, how do we make Karnataka a global manufacturing hub? Of course, we have manufacturing in steel, cement, sugar, which are driven by, again, by what we call the raw material. But still, going forward, we also discussed, how do we make it much profitable, how do we add value to those, the steel structures to enter into the aerospace, steel structures, steel building, etc. So we had coming up in probably in the month of April or May, we are now setting our eyes on manufacturing to make Karnataka a global manufacturing hub. So what I'm interested in this today is this going to be, because we have come up with not an industrial policy, a lot of complaints we had, and we are not satisfied with the single window clearance. With the Microsoft AI-driven single window clearance, which is almost complete, and now we are going to sensitize right from the ministers to the department shortly under the chairmanship of the Honorable Chief Minister. So what time used to take to get an approval, and everything will be, all the central government approvals and the state government approvals will be on one simple this one, so that you can do it on a smartphone. So, and we'll be having affidavit-based clearances, we have been having deemed conversions, and all this things to make Karnataka a leader in ease of doing business, and which is being also unveiled in the Global Investors Meet. So we are doing a lot of changes also, and Bharat was talking me about the industrial estates. I fully acknowledge, of your this one, we are going to have a model the industrial parks now. So every park will have a part of land parcel for on lease to solar manufacturing, so that your manufacturing can be green. Of course, we do have our installed capacity in Karnataka in the green energy is almost around 63% or 67% with solar, wind, and of course hydro. So we get it from the ESCOMs, BESCOMs, or MESCOMs also. And also we can have open access. You can buy in an industrial park, you can buy 26% of this one, and you can take, or directly take from the industrial, from the solar parks. So which now the world is looking for green manufacturing. Whenever you manufacture, and if the manufacturing is green, it has a advantage worldwide, in our export market, etc. So now with this and the industrial parks, we think about, some built up this one over there, so that you can plug and play, what we call, so that people who want to come, they do not lose time and start the businesses, and this is a very important thing. So I really congratulate, and we really will not let you go outside Karnataka. We'll give you full this one here in Karnataka itself, so that you don't think about other states. So now we have Foxconn. Foxconn, you see the C is huge, so they're manufacturing 20 million iPhones. They bought in around $2.5 billion of this one, almost 23,000 crores. Foxconn is building a huge campus now there. So likewise, a lot of aerospace defense companies come, electronic companies come, lot many companies come, we will have a close relation with your company, so that we'll offer them your services so that they can start up their industries at a record time, as you have done it rebuilt it in a record time, like in a world record. Now, Karnataka is changing, so the world is changing. So it's totally going to be a new kind of a growth, what you're going to see now in the future. And we have now set up an eye, and we want to be in this one, that whenever you see any breakthrough in the world, or any one, so Karnataka will have a role to play in that. This has happened in the past also, and Bharat was talking about during COVID times, not only your logistics, I'm telling about, when I was in France, the aerospace and defense industry, we had allowed, the supply chain was not hampered. That's what they value us, otherwise they would have been in a very, very, very tough times. All the aerospace companies said, Karnataka was one state which helped us. During COVID times also, they kept the factories going on, with, of course, certain cautions and checks and balances. So that's where they appreciated Karnataka, and many companies have been looking towards Karnataka, particularly from Japan and Korea also. When Sajjan Jindal saw the Japanese and the Korean team in the Global Investors Meet signing their agreement, he was astonished. I never saw so many people in Japanese and Koreans here. Japanese are all traditional people. They are all old people, old management people. They take a lot of time to decide. But I went to Japan and Korea, you should be surprised, when we went, we got the commitments of around 6,500, which has been realized. They were all serious businesses. This is what is happening with Karnataka, and we are, of course, competing with other states, but really not other states. We are competing globally. So we are truly global, and I want your company here, Mount Roofing and Structures, to play a very important role in the shaping the Karnataka's now dreams, what we have set out. And I welcome you to be part of us, and we'll give you full support. I assure you, we'll go all out and fully support you on this one. So with this, I once again congratulate Mount Roofing and Structures and the team, the entire team, right from a small worker together to the top management, because you all have done together, and together we can achieve. And that is one example what we have seen, and we are very proud that you have entered the World Book of Records. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
There is a company from north of India coming to the south and building a 150,000 square feet building in 150 hours. Commendable achievement, but now the record is broken. We have broken the India record, we have broken the world record. So what we thought is, why can't a company from Karnataka, why can't a company from your KIDB industrial estate create such a record and take Karnataka's name and glorify it all over India and all over the world? So that is how under the ministry of Honorable Minister and by good wishes of Bharat Bommai sir, and special guidance and blessings of my father, my boss, who has always stood for me, who has always believed in my dreams, just as much as my client, Mr. Manjunath Reddy sir, who has always supported us, who has been a visionary leader, a visionary client. I should not call him a client actually while we are standing here. The Dash family is, the Dash is like a family for me. See, the word itself comes out like Dash family for me now. So I truly thank you, Manjunath sir, and your entire team. We wanted to build a 1.2 lakh square feet building in 110 hours. That way, our little goal of, achieving a world record would have sufficed somehow. But then, there was our team who stood with me. 6 of them, I stood with them. I asked them, sir, we want to break a world record. Can you guys do it? They said, yes, sir. Then I asked my client, sir, can we do it? He said, yes, sir. Definitely, go ahead, we are with you. But then what happened was, to my shock, to my my team told me, sir, yenike 110 hours beku, sir, ee project madake. We'll do it in 3 days, sir. That is what was their commitment to me. Why do we need 110 hours? My goal was small because I wanted to make the world record first. I didn't have my concentration on the number of hours that we'll do. And then the clock ticked, 7:30 a.m., 19th of March, first column erected, and we were just, waiting for the work to progress. 10th hour of the day, that is when my nerves finally settled down, sir. 10th hour of the day is when I was confident, yes, we're going to make the world record, yes, we're going to break all India records, and yes, we're going to have this achievement. And then, with the complete support of my entire team, we were able to achieve this in a record of 64 hours.